Silence. Before the first glimmer broke the ancient dawn, the song was already traveling between constellations, crossing oceans of light, waiting only for the moment when the hearts of earth were ready to hear it. That moment has now arrived. Listen beyond the noise, beyond the voices fighting for attention, beyond the screams trying to convince you that fear was born to win. None of that belongs to the future. While the sky may seem distant, thousands of gazes remain fixed on this small blue world. Not to judge, not to command, but to accompany every step of a humanity that is slowly beginning to remember who it truly is. We are travelers of the great spirals, children of luminous nebulae, witnesses of countless sunrises. And today we sing because an ancient promise is beginning to bloom before our eyes. For a long time, curtains covered the landscape of consciousness. They called prison protection, confusion, truth, competition, evolution, and many learned to walk without noticing their own line. Even so, the spark never disappeared. It remained hidden inside every tear, in every act of kindness, in the silent courage of those who kept believing when everything seemed to be falling apart. It is this light that we see, not the mistakes, not the falls, not the scars. We see the awakening horizon behind every soul. There are invisible movements taking place, old structures tremble, masks lose their power, words once unquestionable now echo empty. The storm makes a lot of noise, but the birth of a new consciousness happens in absolute silence. That is why so many feel their hearts racing without understanding why. There is a memory awakening, like a river breaking through ancient dams. Truth finds new paths. It does not need to shout. It does not demand applause. It does not seek winners. It simply illuminates. And when light enters a dark room, darkness does not argue. It simply ceases to exist. Breathe deeply. Even if the days seem uncertain, even if the news tries to paint a horizon without hope, there is a melody growing behind me, invisible. It crosses mountains, seas, cities, forests, deserts, and reaches exactly those who believe they were walking alone. No one has been forgotten. Every thought of love, every thought of love, every choice for peace, every small act of compassion alters the invisible fabric that unites all of humanity. The stars watch, but they also celebrate. They celebrate every silent awakening, every consciousness that chooses to release fear, every person who remembers they were born for so much more than mere survival. That is why we sing, not to announce an ending, but to welcome a beginning, not to feed light to rise at the same time. And in this very moment, as this song finds its way to you, a new dawn is already breathing in the heart of the world.
Do not think we have just arrived. Long before any memory existed, when the first dreams were still learning to take shape within the human heart, our songs were already traveling through the silent corridors of the universe, carrying hope to worlds that also cross the long night of forgetfulness.
We know this path, we know the weight of the illusions that make freedom seem distant. We know the echoes of voices that turn brothers into adversaries, that draw borders on a planet that was born whole. But we also know the power of a single awakened consciousness, because it only takes one flame remaining lit to remind thousands of others that they never stopped being fire. That is what is happening now. While many still see only the movement of shadows, millions of hearts are beginning to beat to a different rhythm without realizing it. Gazes become deeper, words carry more truth, hugs begin to heal wounds that no medicine could reach. Something has changed, it was not the sky, it was the way we see it. The old chain that bound so many thoughts can no longer hold those who have learned to feel before believing. Because there is a knowledge that was never written in books, it lives in the memory of the soul. It awakens without warning, it arrives in the silence of the early morning, in the contemplation of a sunset, in the unexpected sparkle of a child's smile, or in that moment when tears fall with no sadness behind them. It is the memory returning home. And when this memory awakens, no light can remain whole. It begins to crack slowly like ice before the first warmth of spring. Everything that once seemed unshakable starts to reveal small fissures. The ancient walls built by fear can no longer bear the weight of their own illusion. Because truth has a brightness that does not depend on approval. It is born naturally like a star that never asks permission to illuminate the night. Meanwhile, we continue to watch, not as rulers, not as saviors, but as older brothers and sisters who have crossed similar storms and recognize the signs of a new dawn. Every choice rooted in love expands this horizon. Every gesture of understanding opens invisible paths for countless other consciousnesses. Nothing happens in isolation when one person finds courage. The courage crosses continents when someone chooses to forgive. An ancient chain breaks in many places at once. When hope is born, the entire universe notices. Because all life remains connected by
that is why so many people sense that something grand is about to happen.
It is not anxiety, it is not imagination, it is time itself, changing its birth. The winds no longer blow in the same direction, the stars seem closer, silence carries a different melody, even the sunrise holds a different color. For those who have learned to look beyond the surface, do not be afraid when the old world makes more noise. Every structure that is losing its power tries to appear bigger in its final moments, but no storm can prevent a new season from blossoming. Listen. There is a symphony crossing the cosmos. Every planet, every star, every civilization that has chosen peace sings quietly to accompany the birth of a humanity that is finally beginning to remember its own greatness. And we sing along, and we sing along, because this planet, so small before the infinite, carries a beauty that makes even the galaxies pause for a moment to contemplate the awakening of its light.
There is a moment no civilization forgets. The instant when a people stop walking guided by fear and begin to follow the quiet voice that has always lived within them. That moment is already breathing upon the earth, still discreet, still silent, yet growing like the ocean that advances without permission. Many try to hide the horizon with new walls, distractions, and echoes of separation. But no wall can stand when millions of hearts choose to see one another without distrust. The strongest chains were never made of iron, but of beliefs and repeated stories that claimed hope was naive, peace impossible, and humanity destined to compete and divide. But listen, the planet is responding with a new frequency. The mountains guard the secret, the oceans know it, the trees whisper it, and the sky itself breathes deeper. None of this is by chance. Every time one person chooses love over harm, understanding over judgment, or compassion over indifference, an invisible wave crosses the world and distant stars celebrate. This is how worlds are reborn, not by force, but by awakened consciousness. Not through domination, but through the remembrance that no one walks alone. Great transformations begin in silence. One heart stops feeding fear, then another, then thousands, then millions, until an entire planet discovers that the true revolution was always born within. The cities may look the same, and the paths remain familiar, but the eyes will begin to see the invisible hope will no longer be a wish. It will become living presence, and soon, without anyone noticing exactly when, the earth itself will begin to sing with us. Not with words, but with transformed lives, outstretched hands, reconciled hearts, and children growing free from the weight of all division. humanity that has finally learned to walk as one.